Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So, as mentioned, this revealed a couple of, weeks ago when the first wave of the new Toon cards were revealed, that it was also announced that we would expect, or could expect, 2 new Toon cards as well, so 2 more. And I think both are fine as a one-off, but they are fantastic. Mind Scan and the new Faceless Mage. Faceless Mage on its own is not a Toon card, unless of course it's face up on the field. And on top of that, it functions really similarly to Maiden of Blue Eyes. Discard, and then 2 effects. Either depends on the situation, but activating your Mind Scan directly from the deck, which basically reveals your opponent's entire hand as soon as you control, for example, the Toon field spell. So free information, so very similar to Pegasus using the Millennium Eye to get those free peeks at your opponent. So this is what happens here. Through the OG combo of opening, let's say, Rabbit, because this is all a 1-card combo, and it's kind of sick, as you know. Like, there's also like an FTK, which you need to run a brick. The deck is. You could fine-tune it a bit more, maybe drop 1 Dark Magician, Toon Dark Magician. But you need more Toon names, maybe Toon Mermaid as another option, but you could go for the FTK, but this is also fine, because your end board is kinda disgusting, and both lose to draw either way. Anyway, so this is our combo, very similar to the one we've seen before, but on top of this, in the previous video, you are now able to end on your Mind Scan as well. And at the same time, your Mind Scan doesn't only reveal your opponent's hand, so you can act accordingly. It's also a prohibition, and that works during both players' turns. So you can hold this, let's say, during draw phase, or if you take a look at your opponent's hand and you see Nip, just declare Nip. And then that particular card effect, well, it can be activated in the same turn, but its effect will, not resolve. Its effect will be negated. So you could, if you already have the Toon names on field, you could shut down important hand traps. And again, I'm looking at Nibiru, for example, because you can get it up before summon number 5. Dragoon was there. There is no way that the Dragoon package is going to survive on this long, right? Like, with what was it? Farah, a new generic hand trap boss. The Goddess one, fantastic as well. Also a high-level spellcaster, so they know what they're doing with the Dark Magician package. Anyway, so Crush Heap makes it so that we can reborn our rabbits, use its effect a 3rd time. The field spell, the new one, can only be used up to 3 times a turn. Also, ridiculous that the Blue Eyes Toon can be used twice, because again, you banish it, right? You know how it goes. And this is where the Faceless Mage also comes into play. Its 2nd effect, discard, to get something back from your graveyard, like one of your Toon cards. Or, what is it, the comic? The Lone Fire Blossom, the one that you, comic cat. The one that you can tribute your opponent's monsters away during their turn, for example. So you can get it back to from the graveyard to the hand, and then normal summon it to the field, or summon it to the field immediately. So, like 1-card combo, it does everything for the deck, unhindered. So here again, you're calling, what did I call? What was it? Engage, I think. Because we already had the Omni negation, we had the Summon negation in Briefcase, and we can just hit the Yummy package because of the Lone Fire Blossom, because of Comic Cat. Next one. Their hand is revealed, and we see both hand traps already gone, and we see Nip. And I think we call Nip. Yeah, Mind Scan using Nip, calling Nip. So now Nip can be activated, but its effect will just be... So it's basically a prohibition, if that makes sense. A quick effect prohibition, so it also works during their turn. So the combo is a bit different. The end board will be a bit different, I think. Search Toon Terror, which is our Omni negation trap, our Infernity Barrier. Go for Crush, and I guess Dragoon as well. What can we reborn? Do we have a Rabbit? If we have Rabbit, we can extend. No, we have Comic Cat, which is fine. We have an Omni negation Impulse in hand, or Omni negation. We have the Omni trap on field, which is going to be used on Rahu. What did we call? Oh, we saw that 5 mana was drawn in the draw phase, and as you know, 5 mana only works in main phase, so we use Mind Scan to call 5 mana. So now 5 mana is useless during their entire turn, and here the same. Get free information during my draw phase, use Mind Scan, call 5 mana, and 5 mana is useless. So this is kind of sick. This is really sick against a lot of decks. You know, against something like Vanquish Soul, they cannot reveal the cards, because again, they are already revealed. So we know Nip is there. So, yeah, because I called 5 mana, we have to play around Nip. We can't play into Nip. Let's see, what is our end board going to be? Probably leaving the Cross Sheep on field. We still have Impulse, we can still use Impulse, I guess. And the Blue Eyes, yeah, because Impulse wasn't used already, or hasn't been used yet. Search Toon Terror from the graveyard, so sick that the Blue Eyes can get back stuff, or at least get back things from the graveyard. Really silly. Summon number 4, that was set 4, set 5. Still free information, call 5 mana again, and it's GG. Okay, next one going second, and the build that I'm running now is a bit different compared to the build I was running a couple of weeks ago with Fiendsmith. You can go for that, but you know, more bricks. Pure is just fine. You're running the Impulses, you're running the new, what is it, Solemn. You know, Banish one, this one, Dominus Spark. Solemn Dominus Spark. So, Insane Carbine. Disruptions, turn 0 stuff. And like this particular deck, you're making so many 1-card engines you can get away with it. So we use Impulse. This now means that we cannot, I think most importantly, cannot use the Blue Eyes Fusion, because that one is sadly allowed. They can still extend into Detonator. Detonator is a problem. That's a problem. Because I can only tribute my opponent's monster away if I control Toon World, and obviously they'll just pop it right. So, the Fallen will basically force out 1 material, that's 2 materials left. We could play around, we do have Typhon and Extra Excellency. Use Extra Normal Summon, which won't trigger, this will trigger it though. They do have the Impermanent Chain Detonator, so now that means that their Detonator, at least Detonator cannot be activated again, because no materials, but this means that Rapid is going to resolve, if I'm not mistaken. And 1 card is all we need. I'm not so sure if we know the last card in hand. I think we know. Yeah, it's the Habakiri, I think. So Surge a quick play spell, and then we had the level 1 thanks to Faceless Mage, coming in clutch, giving me the extra summon and then tribute away their monster. And I think we can protect our rabbit with the Fallen set, so now we can just continue. Again, we should know the hand right with Habakiri, so we don't have to play around Nibiru. We can refuel our field spells thanks to the level 6, I think, yeah. We use this effect up to 3 times, eventually get Mind Scan out, so get, yeah, we know that it's the Habakiri. Use a field spell again to bookmark. What are we going? Yeah, tribute our monster, and this should be game. Oh, like we can go for the, yeah, we can go for the Dark Magician, and this should be more than enough doing it for me. Banish Dark Magician, which is fine. Banish it now, yep, for like this insane engine, there's no way that, what is it, it's kind of expensive in the TCG, you know? Like the Dark Magician from Maze of the new Maze set, but it's really silly, and it doesn't come with any downsides basically, but the new Toon stuff, this should be the full support, I think. It's really good. Draw is of course kind of big against this deck, also against the FTK variant, but it has a lot of potential simply because it's so consistent, can run so many hand traps, non-disruption, and Mind Scan. You know, free information about your opponent's hand is never a good sign. Okay, guys, this is it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Keep signing out. Peace.